Okay, alright, that's it. That's payback. We're good. We're good. We get to the game get at.
Oh, Giannis! Look at Giannis taking over the game. Great first pick by man.
A nighttime activity on Ocean Drive here in Miami. And seen from the air. Plenty going on down there. And with pregame routines coming to an end.
Well, the mature...
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center, walking down the middle. And for Miami, Jones is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position. Here's Butler. And Tatum pulls it down.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime. That's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season. Gets out in the country and puts in that work.
Here's Nunn. Funded by Walker. Nunn passes to Adebayo. And stolen by Hayward. And he uses the glass on the layup.
How about the burst of speed and transition by Gordon Hayward? Great at getting one step ahead of the opposition.
And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. He grows his hair out, 2 a days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. And gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
Brown against Jones. It's deflected, and it goes out of bounds. Stretched by Adebayo. On defense, the Heat. Left side, Walker. Hayward trying to get open. Walker's shot is off.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Loads it up for Butler. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Got a hand on it. And here we go. It's Butler. Always going up. That's a great game.
Well, this is why Butler has become a real threat on the offensive end. Yes, he's a great scorer, but he is equally capable and adept at finding the open guy.
Taken away. Here's the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take him right at the knee.
First trip to the line for him here.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip. First one falls for him. In the season doors, and some teams now are not going to be in the postseason. They're out of the playoffs and are giving more time. You talked about this earlier, giving more time to their young players to develop.
Well, there is nothing more beneficial to a young player than real-time NBA experience. So when you're out of the playoffs, those young guys start to get more and more minutes. They'll give those young guys more and more responsibility on the offensive and defensive end. And there's no greater teacher than giving NBA reps to guys who you think can be a key part of your future.
It's so fun for us fans and people that cover the league to get a glimpse of the future. Teams want these individual players to be with.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Walker kicks to Hayward. Back to Walker. Fires the 3. No good. Shot missing. And Miami the other way. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. It's stolen by Tice. On the wing, Brown fires the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Robinson with it. Picked up by Brown. Jones, no luck.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Pass to Brown. Uncovered. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And slam dunk by Butler.
You can hear the impact that dunk just had on this arena. Butler making his presence felt.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Down low. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Pass to Robinson. Butler against Hayward. And it's Butler. Missing. Celtics trail by 5. It's deflected. Shot's good by Walker.
Timeout.
Walker's got 7.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
No, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 6. Inside, Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Well, the 7-footer showing how easy it can be, and is Cantor aggressive.
Pass to Crowder. Over Williams. Trying to get open is Adebayo. No good off the back of the rim.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes is a big-time asset defensively.
And the Celtics with possession here. 4-point game. Outside, Smart. Lets it go with a 3. Drills it from outside.
Well, though he's not known as a prolific three-point shooter, Marcus Smart takes his time, delivers. That's a big-time shot.
Here's Hero. Iguodala outside. Here's Adebayo. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Outside Tatum lets the 3 fly. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Now, this guy's so good at making great decisions. Jason Tatum on the catch and shoot. That's nice.
Here's Adebayo. At the Dragic. Coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And so he hits both.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Tatum. This one for three. Connects from three-point range. Tatum's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Boston.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
The Celtics shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. No good on that. And the second free throw, good. 7 seconds left in the first quarter. 4 seconds left. No good from Dragic.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. He said they go with.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
Welcome back to Argentina, celebrating the last culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Olynyk is out there with Myers-Leonard. Then there's Dragic. And there's Iguodala. And it's Silva in at the small forward position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Silva. Leonard inside. He's against Williams. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Both teams changing it up here. Boston leading by 5. Walker taking his time here. Puts it up from 15. And he hits the jump shot. Walker's got 9.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Silva, the pass to Robinson. Here's Nunn. Guarded by Smart. Pocket 4. Shot to stop the run. That one a little long.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Adebayo.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps.
Well, at 7 feet, Kelly Olynyk doesn't have to go far for the flush.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Again, the miss by Walker. The Heat trail by 5.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league, and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Some changes for Boston. Daniel Tice comes in for Williams. And it's Williams in for Marcus Smart. On the pass to Hero. Good on the triple. Hero's got his second basket of the game.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Walker. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, Greg so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
And now Crowder running the floor all by himself. It's good. And now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
Crowder is not afraid to play bully basketball. This is a guy who will battle for contact.
This is it to Tice. To the middle. Here's Walker. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Butler dishes to Brown. And Jake Crowder and with the hashtag, it all started in the driveway. Doris, he knows just how far he's come.
No doubt. Jake Crowder said back then he was always the youngest guy on the court with no fouls called. That is how you develop into a competitor.
And he knocks down the first one. And out of Marquette, Jake Crowder, a sturdy 2-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
I just have so much respect for how Jake Crowder plays the game. This guy works so hard for every single minute he's out there, and you love seeing that.
Hayward can hit, and he's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from 3-point land in the ball game. Goes back up. Here's Adebayo. That misses, and a chance to tie it there.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And the Heat call time here. And you look at Jalen Brown, the 3rd pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness, bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. And Wanamaker's checked in for the Celtics. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Jimmy Butler. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Walker. Crowder pulls it in. This game for the Celtics, it was a loss to Milwaukee. Here's Hero. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots after a good start.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Poke loose. Pass to Wanamaker. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. The Heat trail by 3. And it's Dragic off the drive. Plays it up and banks it in. Dragic has got his second bucket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Brown wide open. He fires. No good from outside. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. So that gives them the lead. Butler's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rockets against Walker. Over in the corner, Williams. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Hero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jalen Brown. The Heat shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
First free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
From outside the arc, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Goran. How would you say you guys have done in the first half?
I mean, we are battling. We as a team, and if we're gonna play like that, I think so we're gonna be okay.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Heat?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half. Good shot selection and nice flow of offense.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes the wrong way, those weapons spread out the defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, you got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll about do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all filled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Celtics. Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Stolen by Walker. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Pass to Tice, and he jams it with authority.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Robinson to the paint. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Robinson. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people who were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible. Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
And then Jones with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Walker. 15 points in the game. Williams up on top. With the floater. The shot comes out. Now the Heat take it the other way.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Robinson, that's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Walker in the post. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That went out a limit.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. The Heat leading by 6. Dragic finds Leonard. Now here's Iguodala. There's Dragic with the 3. A rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kept alive. And it's Brown on the follow.
Well, can we remember Jalen Brown's got a 7-foot wingspan? That's an easy second chance opportunity.
Dragic against Walker. Right side, Dragic. Shoots over Walker. No good from Dragic. Celtics trail by 4. And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
Here's Walker. No good there. Good defense by Iguodala. Amy's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Leonard, the pass to Silva. Jacks up a 3. Some solid defense from Brown. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Iguodala's drive. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Well, Kev, you love the determined nature of Andre Iguodala. Even when he gets bodied, he's willing to power through it.
And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
That one misses for Iguodala.
Well, I think the veteran and championship experience of Andre Iguodala is critical. This guy is a versatile forward who is well known for being a defensive stopper. No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Here's Dragic. Comes up empty down low.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots. How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Boston shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. That one drops. He ties it up.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
The Celtics trail by 3. The pass to Wanamaker. The Celtics have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And the first one at the line is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in.
And to me, guys, there's a level of physicality that Enes Kanter provides that's important to his team. He is unafraid of anyone, and that in and of itself is crucial. You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
And Wanamaker gets it to go. Miami's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Here we go, one-on-one. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, it's about anticipation. Marcus Smart jumps out, gets into the speed and transition game, and leaves no doubt.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Here's Hero. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Smart.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And this is where Marcus Smart has gotten so much better at reading the defense. He sees an open lane and he attacks it.
Here's Dragic from outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Dragic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
It's all tied in Miami. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Hero out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the 1. It's the group on the 4 for Miami. Passes to Adebayo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He drove good, Adebayo. And the Heat with some changes. Derek Jones comes in for Crowder. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Hero. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
Nice shot by Smart. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Butler against Hayward. Shots good by Butler.
Well, listen, we know that Butler possesses this ability. Break down off the dribble, defender just left hanging.
Wanamaker the pass to Kanter. Now Tice. Pass to Wanamaker. From outside, off the mark. Miami's gone 7 of 10 shooting from 3-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. None. Oh, that's clocked.
Encouraging to see Kanter trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Enes.
4 on the clock. And stolen by Hayward. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. Then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And the Celtics making a change here. Walker's checked in.
You know what I love, Kevin? Is Marcus Smart just continues to improve. We know he's a powerful, athletic guard, but he wants to keep building different aspects of his game.
Boston trail. Up top, Walker. Good D by Jones.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, Greg. Keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Walker finds Hayward. Smart with the ball. Butler covering. Poked away. 6 to shoot. Cantor, the pass to Tice. Second chance effort. Kick out to Walker. For the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-handed slam. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. Time ball here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Switch here. Williams is checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. Let's see what they can do, Kevin.
Timeout called, the Heat. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
You can see it from the moment he caught the basketball. Jimmy Butler delivers again.
Outside Walker to the inside, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he can't get the first one. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Robert Williams. That one misses. The Heat leading by 5. Butler goes in. That one drops for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the first one breaks. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. Both good from the line that time.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Now the presentation version of our Jordan Player of the Game, Bam Adebayo.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive in biting the contact and really just taking it straight to him.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Dragic. That shot misses. Now Boston takes it the other way. In the corner, Smart with it. Here's the floater. And Butler sends it back.
Terrific anticipation. Butler reads that play, sends it back.
Here's Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Miami leading by 5. Jones, the pass to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. So it's Boston with it. Left side, Walker over Dragic. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Walker.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own numbers tonight.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. The second one is good. And both at the line. It's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Walker's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Celtics trail by 7.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Smart, wide open, he fires. Oh, good on the 3. The Heat have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Stolen by Smart. Here's Hayward. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Exactly what you want from the talented Hayward, the kind of poise that makes him a big shot maker.
And Butler, here we go. Another shot. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
Well, Greg, you've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, what you love about Jimmy Butler to me is he can carry an offense. He can also affect the game with his high-level defense. That is the rarest of rare combinations.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 7. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Walker with the 3. Dragic with it. Pass to Adebayo. The feed now to Jones. Outside Robinson. Adebayo down low. Here's Jones. No good with the layup.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And so it's the Heat winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I can play well every night. But I just got to focus on me, this team, and work on the outside moves.
Real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.